Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got the sound system demo on the 2022 Mini Cooper Hardtop 2-door and its 12-speaker Harman Kardon audio system. And this is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio inputs, controls, adjustments, speaker locations, Apple CarPlay, and then get out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling. I'll give you my thoughts at the end. If you don't care about any of that stuff in the beginning, you just want to get to the music, click ahead in the video. We've got chapters to get you right to the tunes. Before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. This is technically the S Cooper. So we're rocking the 2-liter turbo and 189 horsepower. It's a fun little car, but ultimately it's about style. Check out these wheels, check out this gradient roof. It's a fun little car, a little bit expensive in a lot of people's eyes for what you're getting, but for the right type of buyer, it's the right car. So, if you want to see more on the Cooper, check the links in the description. We've got our highway fuel economy test and a little DM test drive. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV audio files and a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. Now, if you don't care to hear these songs week in and week out, you want to hear something different, you want to hear maybe custom songs requested by individuals, channel members, then sign up to become a Daily Motor member. If you sign up, link below, you can hear copyrighted music. We do custom sound tests for various sound systems, and it's a way to not hear the same tracks week in and week out. But we do use the same tracks for every car so that we have a benchmark going from vehicle to vehicle. And we also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults. So let's take a look at those now. The Mini screen is kind of like other BMW products in that you can use either a touchscreen or this rotary knob interface down here. And even though in the Minis it's a little bit out of the way, not exactly convenient, it's still nice to have. So we got our media screen here. Let's go over to the side a few, scroll down and get to tone. We got treble, bass, front, rear, left, right, balance, and fader, some volume adjustments, and that is it. So a little bit of a disappointment not to have more adjustment, but let's at least go through treble and bass. This is also a great demonstration of the center instrument that they call it, this LED ring around the center screen that corresponds with either the tachometer in the car while you're driving or selections in the screen. So as I move bass down, click on that, you can see it goes down to the left, and then as I scroll it up, it goes up to the right. Definitely fun, makes for kind of just a unique charm to the car. For audio controls, you have this volume knob nicely placed right in the middle of the control area. You also have some new controls for the 2022 Mini. So you have volume on the right side of the steering wheel. I don't like these controls as much. I don't think they look as good. They don't feel as nice either, but they are there. Track selection, you have nice physical knobs here. It's refreshing to see that after so many cars that have not had physical track controls. You can also use the touchscreen, and you can use the steering wheel controls, which are right by the volume on the wheel. For audio inputs, you have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, Bluetooth, USB-A, and USB-C, so I think it's neat that they've got both of those on there. Apple CarPlay, but no Android Auto, and it is wired CarPlay, so a little bit of a disappointment there, that's for sure. And I believe that is it. So what does that mean you're missing? No disc player, no 3.5mm auxiliary input jack, and very omission-y, if it's a word, very big omission, Android Auto. Unfortunate not to have that. Speaker locations. As I said, this is a 12-speaker system, so starting in the bottom left, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the center, 5, 6, and then in the back, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12 you've got underneath the seat subwoofers. Apple CarPlay demonstration. Let's plug this iPhone in and see what we get. There we go. It's a little bit small on this setup, but it does work. Very wide screen. You've got your maps there. Somewhat responsive. You have your music. Kind of cut off there with the squish setup. Phone, main screen, and settings. Alright, let's get this thing started and get out on the road. Characteristic of many Harman Kardon systems, especially in BMW products, the mid-ranges are coming through too strong. Right above kind of upper mid-range band, you're hearing the those snare drums. It's coming through harsh. Just take a listen. I like my music to be led by good driving, mid to low bass, and some nice crisp highs, and also I like the sounds to get out of the way when they're not making noise. Everything should be crisp. This is a bit sloppy, but overall I actually do like the highs and the lows, so I just wish they would come out a little bit more. And in theory I could turn up the bass and the treble on the EQ, but there's no mid-range adjustment to turn it down, so not much to work with there. Speaking of that bass adjustment, go in this next song, turn it all the way up, see how it sounds. my thoughts on the 12-speaker Harman Kardon system here in the Mini Cooper two-door. Audiophiles, not going to be the type of system you're looking for, but for this price point and this style of vehicle, I'm actually fairly impressed with the sound quality. The controls are nice to use. I appreciate having both the touchscreen and the rotary knob. Decent amount of inputs. I would like to have more of an EQ. A lot of the BMW systems offer, I think it's a whole 9-band equalizer, so a bit unfortunate that this one doesn't also offer that. But you do have your bass and your treble adjustment, so that's something. I just wish you could get a mid-range to drop those mid-range highs down a little bit. So all in, we'd be giving this system a B ranking. Still pretty darn good. That's definitely upper half, much better than a lot of other ones on the market. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on the Mini Cooper S two-door hardtop, check the links in the description. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.